Today, a North County man was in court facing accusations of luring and sexually assaulting other men through a dating app.
And our Jason Sloss is live in Vista, where victims testified during a preliminary hearing. Jason.
Good afternoon. Well, victims say they were terrified by what happened to them. The defendant is facing a dozen felony charges, including assault, rape, robbery, and kidnapping. Tobias Barti sat quietly listening to testimony in a preliminary hearing Thursday. The 28-year-old defendant is accused of sexually assaulting at least 4 men who he lured to his apartment in Escondido using the Grindr dating app. Police arrested Barti at his apartment last September. According to investigators, Barti used a fake name and posed as a white man on the dating app. And when victims went to the apartment, Barti greeted them, saying the fictitious white roommate was not at home. After victims were lured inside, they say Barti forcibly restrained them, then assaulted them. One victim testified he agreed to meet up with the intention to smoke marijuana but not have sex. Then things quickly escalated when he was thrown onto a bed.
He proceeded to push me back down, and then he got up and he went over to the seat he was previously sitting in. He lifted the cushion and he showed me his gun. And then he came back over and he exclaimed to me, "Don't make me have to use this. Are you going to do what I say?" I was asking him if he was going to rape and murder me.
He testified he kicked Barti off of him, started screaming for help, and managed to get away. Another victim, through an interpreter, testified he made contact through Grindr, but quickly realized he was in a bad situation with someone other than who he expected to meet. He says he tried to leave Barti's apartment, but was forced into a sexual encounter.
The first time I left the apartment,
fue cuando él me decía que yo entrara a su cuarto y yo le decía
that
que
was
no.
when he was telling me to go into his bedroom, and I said no.
Y como yo no quise,
And since I didn't want to,
yo me salí del apartamento.
I left the apartment.
Fue cuando él me siguió y me agarró para
That
adentro.
was when he followed me and he grabbed me and took me inside. After he hit me,
Salí para afuera, fue cuando llamé a la policía.
I went outside. That's when I called the police.
So this preliminary hearing will determine whether there's enough evidence for Barti to stand trial because of the sex crimes and the multiple victims. If convicted, Barti could get life in prison. Live in Vista, Jason Sloss, Fox 5 News.